Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I was a little bit inspired, not a little bit, a lot of it inspired by Samantha March's spring palette roundup. So I figured I would check my own stash and see what sort of palettes, eyeshadow palettes or singles in this case, would be perfect for this spring season. So if that is something you want to watch, then please stick around. All right, so I will link Samantha's video down below so you can check that out as well. It was kind of fun going through my collection and picking out items that I felt would be perfect for the springtime. Some of these will look very familiar because I just talked about them in my April Shop My Stash, which I will upload up in the corner for you if you want to see all the products that I'm using. But let's dive into eyeshadow specifically for spring. So I first picked out some single shadows, and no surprise, they are all ColourPop because I love the ColourPop single shadows. First one is going to be, this actually is the Raw Beauty Christie x ColourPop collaboration that is no longer available, but this is in mycelium. These are all super shocks except this one's the jelly one, but this one is in mycelium, and it's kind of just this really pretty kind of rose gold topper color, so I thought that would be really pretty as a topper shade. The next item is this ColourPop Jelly Much Shadow in Scandal. And if you saw my eyeshadow palette review, or eyeshadow declutter series, which I will link up in the corner for you, this one is dried out. But I did get some comments about using ink blot to rehydrate it. Also, I did kind of test it, and it's just kind of like a drier formula, and it's just not that jelly anymore, but it's still very pigmented. So I thought this one was a really pretty color for spring, which you'll see this color kind of come up time and time again in my other palettes as well. All right, and so a next eyeshadow is this ColourPop Rooftop Cocktails. This is the Ultra Glitter Super Shock Shadow. So this is what it looks like. It's a little kind of duochrome blue, teal, brown, all in there. So pretty, very beautiful as a topper, and very glittery as the name would suggest. And then the last single, again, kind of more in this grungy green type of color story. This one is in Moonwalk. Again, another super shock shadow, a little bit broken, but they're easy to repress. Again, kind of that murky gold, green, olive look that I'm just loving for spring. So now some of my smaller palettes. I really enjoy this Natasha Denona. This is the Mini Retro palette, and this is what I wish the Retro Glam palette looked more like. More of these like muted greens and pinks and peaches and stuff like that. The Retro Glam just turned out a little bit too minty green for me, that I didn't feel like I needed that whole palette. I didn't feel like it represented this vibe, but I do love this little mini palette. Again, I feel like this is a pretty encompassing palette. I mean, you have a nice transition shade, deepening up shade, and multiple different colors for shimmers. Really, really do love this little retro palette, and perfect for springtime. More ColourPop. You'll see I have mostly ColourPop palettes. That's the most, I guess, brand I have, the brand that I have the most of. That's grammatically correct. So the first one is this Bambi Thumper palette. This was limited edition, obviously, in collaboration with Bambi. So it is more on the taupey side of stuff. Again, more taupey kind of pinks, greens, a little bit more into the mauves, kind of similar to, let's see, to the Retro Glam in a sense. Similar vibes I kind of get more from this half, but do really love the quality. I haven't used this one or the other Bambi one in a bit, but again, another really perfect kind of neutral springy type of palette. Here is the other in collaboration with Bambi. This is the Flower palette. This one is more on the purple sides of things, more the lavender kind of duochrome shimmer shade right here, as well as this like maybe call it like a satin shade with the little purple sparkles in it. So again, super beautiful. Haven't used it in a while, but probably should bust it out the next month or two to use it within the springtime, I should say. This next one is the Viseart Petite Pro Trois. This one actually is in my Shop My Stash this month, and currently what I'm wearing on my eyes. You can't see my eyes, but it is what I'm wearing. So again, kind of more on this neutrally leaning side up top, and then more pops of purple, bronze, and green for the bottom, which kind of makes it more of the the springtime type of look. And then another 9 pan from ColourPop. This is the Star Wars Mandalorian palette. Really love all of these greens that they have in here, more of muted greens opposed to some of the other brighter greens that I will be showing coming up. Really beautiful neutral type of palette that you can do a lot with. You can kind of punch it up with more of the shimmers or keep it more matte and neutral with the matte shades. Really do like this. This one kind of comes in and out of stock, so if you haven't picked it up and this is something that you enjoy and it's not in stock, I think one of the other colors was the the Sage the Day palette, looked really similar, so that might be something to pick up as well. Let's go to the oblong type palettes. So this one is my Kaleidos Flower Punk. Again, another one in my Shop My Stash, and something that I always come back time and time again for springtime, because this one just screams spring to me. I was talking about in my Shop My Stash palette, I don't feel like this is a complete palette. Like, I feel like there needs to be at least one more kind of like neutral color in the mix, like a brown or something, to kind of tie it all together. But still really love this palette. This chlorophyll, again, this kind of like limey yellow green is something that I really love. Actually, like as an inner corner highlight too, kind of that pop of yellow green. So beautiful. So love this palette. Can't wait to use it again and again this month for my Shop My Stash. This one is the Sigma Enchanted. This actually was just in my March's Shop My Stash, and I reviewed it reviewing my April picks. This is a really beautiful palette. Again, I mentioned those videos that these shimmer shades are more of just topper shades. They're not super impactful or metallic or foiled when you put them on the lid. They are just more of a topper type of shade. My favorite was this Metamorphosis one, kind of similar to this, what was this one? The Rooftop Cocktails, kind of similar vibe in that sense, color-wise. Texture-wise, it's a little bit different because I feel like the ColourPop one has a little bit more impact than the Metamorphosis one, but this one was really nice, good quality shadows, so another perfect springtime pick. And here is the last little batch. Again, a few more ColourPops. This is the Garden Variety. I love the packaging of this. This one and the next one. Just such nice packaging and beautiful kind of these neutral peaches, orange, this purple row. Oh, so beautiful with like pop of green. Really, really do love this palette. I always come back to it during springtime, and I bet you anything next month will be no different. I will probably use it again next month. So gorgeous. Here is, I think, the last ColourPop palette in this group. This is the ColourPop Wild Nothing. Again, beautiful packaging. I do live in southern Arizona, so cacti always have a special place in my heart. But again, just kind of a neutral, peachy type of moment. Again, you can kind of play it up, play it down, do something really subtle or something really, I wouldn't say something super dramatic, but you can get it more on the deepen inside with these this bottom two right here to kind of deepen up the look. But a beautiful palette. This next one is in, actually the next two are in my Shop My Stash as well. This is the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette, one that I recently picked up not too long ago and haven't even taken the plastic off yet, but this is in my current Shop My Stash, so I will be slicing that package off very shortly to use it. Beautiful like pastel-y tones as well as some pops of neutral. So again, I have such like, just thinking of looks at this time, this Malibu as an inner corner highlight I think would be really pretty. Anything with like purples, gorgeous. I like how they have a white in here. That would be a really pretty like inner corner highlight too, to kind of bring a pop to it. So beautiful. Can't wait to see what I create with this one. This is the last one that is in my Shop My Stash for this month. This is the Cosmic Brushes Muse palette. This is their newer palette, the sister or companion to the next palette, which you'll see, which was also by Cosmic Brushes, but super beautiful. This is more, I feel like, a mid-tone companion compared to the other one, which we'll compare it in just a second, but super beautiful, kind of more on the grungy side of spring in my opinion, but I think would be super beautiful. And I haven't even swatched any of these yet, so I can't wait to use this palette as well. And so then that brings us, we'll just put this to the side, that brings us to the other Cosmic Brushes palette. As I drop things below me, the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette, and that is what that looks like. So again, super, I feel like this one is just brighter. Maybe it's just the different tones in it and everything, but it just looks brighter to me and more springtimey and like a perfect companion to the Muse palette. It's a little bit hard to tell with like the different background colors, but I mean, do you see how they like complement each other? And it's kind of the similar vibes. I feel like the greens are what tie it in for me with each other. I don't know. They just go together. I don't know. I can't explain as to why, but they just do. The tones go together. So these would both make really beautiful springtime palettes. So that is everything that I felt in my current collection, which kind of fit the theme of spring. So make sure that you comment down below if is there a palette that you have in your collection that would also fit within this. Do I need to check another palette out? You know, I'm always down for that. Make sure you subscribe if you're interested in beauty content and reselling content, as well as leaving a like on your way out. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.